Well, hello everyone, and we are back and we are here for the Sydney Swans AFL team quiz, known for formalised as South Melbourne Bloods. They are original from Melbourne, Victoria, from the VFL, Victoria Football League competition days. Well, for now is that, let's get on with it. So welcome all to the Sydney Swans Test Your Knowledge quiz. So on your 10 seconds for each question. So there will not be a clock on your screen. It will be just 10 seconds to think about for that answer. There will be a multiple questions, so it makes it a bit easier. After the quiz is complete, you'll have 25 answers on your per question. So grab your pen and paper and challenge your friends. Let's get on the way. So on your screen you have 1, 5 and then 6, 10, etc., etc. So you'll see that like I've done the other questions and quizzes like that. Good luck. Here is your first out of 5 for the first half or first part. Here we go. In what year did South Melbourne releases to Sydney? 1978, 1980, 1982, or 1985? Okay, on to question number 2. What is the Swans' principal home ground? Is it Stadium Australia, SCG, Sydney Cricket Ground, Sydney Showgrounds, or Atherton Stadium? Question 3. Which colours is not part of the Swans' official colours? Red, white, gold, or black? There we are. The Swans Club song is based on which tune? What's Me Matilda? When the Saints Go Marching In? Adventure Australian Fair? You're the Voice. Which one legend famously won number 23? Adam Good, Paul Kelly, Tony Lockett, or Brett Hurt? All right, we've done our first part. Hope you enjoyed it. Here's your 6 to 10. Here we go. Your sixth question is, who coached the Swans to the 2005 Premiership? John Longrider, Paul Roos, Robert Eagle, or Lee Matthews? Question 7. Who did the Sydney defeat in the 2012 Grand Final? Was it Hawthorn, Geelong, West Coast, or Fremantle? Question 8. What nickname is commonly used for Swans supporters? Is it Bloods, Red Army, Harbour Faithful, or Swannies? Question 9. Who captained the Swans Sydney in the 2016 Grand Final? Was it Josh Kennedy, Luke Parker, Kieran Jack, or Dan Hannaby? What year did What year did Sydney win their first premiership as Sydney? 1996, 2001, 2005, or 2012? All right, hope you enjoy that first 10 questions. Which Sydney player won the 2012 Brownlow medal? Josh Kennedy, Jan Maffei, Adam Goods, or Dan Hanbury? Question 12. Who kicked the match-winning goal the 2005 Grand Final? Nick Davis, Adam Good, Leo Barry, or Ryan O'Keefe? So 13th question, here we go. Before joining Sydney, which club drafted Lawrence Franklin? North Melbourne, Hawthorn, Brisbane, or Port Adelaide? Here we go, your 14th question. The Swans lost their 2014 Grand Final to Hawthorn by how much? Many points. 47, 55, 63, or 72? Okay, here we go. Your 15th question is who holds the record for most games played for Sydney? Adam Good, Brett Kurt, Luke Parker, or Jared Maffei? Okie dokie, 16 to 20. Here we go. Good luck. Here's your 16th question. Who won the North Smith medal in the 2004? Who won the North Smith medal in the 2005 Grand Final? Is it Adam Goods, Ryan O'Keefe, Leo Barry, or Nick Davis? 17th question. What was usually about Sydney's ladder position in 2005? Was it 8th, 7th, 6th, or 5th? Which spot did they finish on the ladder in 2005? It's a matter way of wording it. The 18th question is what was the Swans' original VFL club name? Is it Albert Park, Eventon Hill, South Melbourne, or Port Melbourne? The 19th question, which Swans midfield won two-burn Puncher 19? Which Swans midfield won two Brownlow medals? Josh Kennedy, Adam Goods, Paul Kelly, Greg Williamson. For your 20th question, what was the final score of the 2012 Grand Final? Is it A, 15-14-105 to 14-40-98, B, 14-7-101 to 14-11-95, C, 15-12-102 to 14-13-97, or D, 16-11-107 to 15-10-100? Okay, hope you enjoyed those 20 questions. We've got 5 more questions. Fear, let's finish it up. Well, good luck. Here's your 21st question. Who kicked 4 goals in the first quarter of the 2014 Grand Final? Lawrence Franklin, Kurt Tippett, Adam Goods, or Nick Davis? What year did the Swans last win their major premiership? 2005, 2014, 2016, or 2022? 23 of that question was who coached the Swans in the 2022 Grand Final? Paul Roos, John Longnighter, Stuart Dew, or Liam Cameron? Twenty-fourth question. Which famous Swans captain later became the club CSO? Brett Kurt, Josh Kennedy, Paul Kelly, or Joe McVeigh? Here is your 25th final question. What was the margin in the 2022 when final lost to Geelong? 60, 70, 81, or 90 points? Okay, that's it. Your 25 questions, it's now complete. It's time to wrap it up. But thank you so much for playing in some fun AFL quiz. Now we finally get to the answers. Here we are. Question number 1 is in what year did South Melbourne release to Sydney? Was 1982. And question number 2, in what year is the Swans principal home ground? SCG, known for Sydney Cricket Ground. Question number 3, what colour is not part of the Swans' official colours? Black. Question number 4, the Swans Club song is based on what tune? That's When the Saints Go Marching In. Question number 6, well, that's it. Question number 5, which Swans legend formalised won the number 23? Tony Lockett. Question number 6, who coached the Swans to the 2005 premiership? Paul Rose. Question number 7, who did Sydney defeat to who did Sydney defeat in the 2012 Grand Final? Hawthorn. Question 8, what nickname is completely used for Swans supporters? Bloods. Who captained Sydney in the 2016 Grand Final? Josh Kennedy. And question 10, what year did Sydney win their first premiership as Sydney? 2005. Pretty impressive. They've made a lot of grand finals with great coaches from Paul Roos, from John Longnighter, from great legends coming through the club. So we're done with the first 10 questions. Hope with those answers, I hope you got them all correct. Wait, there's more. We got another 15 to share. Will be shared very shortly. Okay, so question number 11 was which Swans player won the 2012 Brownlow medal? Josh Kennedy. Question number 2, who kicked the match-winning goal in the 2005 Grand Final? Adam Goods. Before joining the Sydney Swans, which club drafted Lawrence Franklin, known for Buddy? Hawthorn. The Swans lost the grand final back in 2014 against Hawthorn by how many points? 63 points. Question 15. Who holds the most games for the Sydney Swans? Adam Goods. Who won the Northsmith medal? In the 2005 Grand Final, Ryan O'Keefe. What was unusual about Sydney's ladder position in 2005? They finished 8th, which is incredible to make the granny, but a smart team as well back then. What was the Swans' original VFL club name? Which originally Even Hills. And on the 19th question, which Swans midfield won 2 grand medals? Adam Goods. And it was B, was what was the final score of the 2012 grand final? 14-7, 101 to 14-11-97, 14-11-95. So here is your 20th question after that. Here is your last 5 answers. The 21st was by Kurt Tibbett, was who kicked the 4 goals in the first quarter of the 2014 grand final, was Kurt Tibbett. What year did the Sydney Swans last won their minor premiership? Was 2022. Who coached the Swans? Who coached the Swans in the 2022 grand final? John Longleimer. Which former Sydney Swans captain later became the club CSO? Paul Kelly. And your final question, what was the margin in the 2022 grand final loss to Geelong with 81 points? Here is your answers for the Sydney Swans / South Melbourne. Okay, we're done for the Sydney Swans quiz. Did you like the questions? Did you like this quiz? Please do like and subscribe if you absolutely like. Hit that notification. Don't hit to miss a quiz for the AFL series. Well, there is more to come for this AFL quiz to come. Hope you enjoy it so far. Next time we'll share the West Coast Eagles. We're almost at the end of the quiz. Get ready, West Coast Eagles fans. We have the best 25 history quiz for you to share and all your knowledge. Looking forward to sharing with the West Coast Eagles quiz. Alright, I'm out. Thank you so much. See you next time. Video shows out. Cheers. See you next time.